Xiaomi launched this back in 2015. And after 7 long years, the Xiaomi Pad is finally back to India. This is the Xiaomi Pad 5 and this is Android's best bet against the iPads because 2 reasons. Number 1, this is not crazy expensive, and number 2, this is good. Before I start, let's get one thing clear. Where are Android tablets lacking? Tablet-specific software features, good accessory support and good specs, right? But the Xiaomi Pad 5 gets all of those points right. Mostly. See, here's the Xiaomi Pad 5 and I'll talk about the design and everything else, but first let me show you the tablet experience because that's an important factor. So the Xiaomi Pad 5 comes with MIUI 13 for Pad based on Android 11, and Xiaomi has optimized a few things for the tablet experience. First, like on MIUI on phones, the notification center opens up from the left and the control center opens up from the right side. Second, most of the Xiaomi apps have been optimized for the bigger screen, be it the settings, the file manager or the notes app. All have this dual pane UI that makes better use of the bigger screen. MIUI for Pad also has this dock, which where have I seen this before? Yes, iPad OS. I mean, it's Xiaomi, so it's kind of expected. Anyway, the dock shows you the apps you have pinned on the dock on the left, while the right shows you the most recent apps you have opened. Now, this dock is available in all apps, so here I am in Chrome and I can swipe up from either the left side or the right side to open this dock. Now, I can press hold on an app and then open it in a floating window like this. Or I can just drag an app and drop it to open it in a floating window. This is very cool and I know, very iPadOS like. What's cool is that I can open up another app in a floating window. Yeah, you can have 2 apps at max in the floating window. Now I can resize these floating windows, move them around, or I can hold an app and bring it to the side to open it in the split screen with Chrome. Yeah, this is awesome. Apart from these multitasking features, I also noticed that the multitasking recent screen has been optimized for the bigger screen, and you can also press hold on an app here to open it in a split screen, or you can open it in a floating window. Now these features are cool, but if there's one area where Xiaomi needs to work on, that's the ecosystem features, because apart from Mi Share, there's no connected features between the Xiaomi Pad 5 and other Xiaomi phones and other Xiaomi laptops. Also, another interesting thing about MIUI on this tablet is bloatware. Actually, there's absolutely no bloatware, only Netflix pre-installed. I mean, this is a tablet fresh after setup and there's only a few MIUI apps, some Google apps, and that's all. This is good. I also did not notice any ads or even the infamous MIUI glass lock screen feature. This is a clean experience, which is kind of a pleasant surprise from MIUI. Basically, the software experience here is good, and while Xiaomi hasn't revealed the software update schedule for this device, they have confirmed that they are working on the Android 12L update for this device, which is definitely good news. Moving on from the software to the accessories, the tablet has this magnetic connector to wirelessly charge the Xiaomi Smart Pen, and there's this pogo pin connector on the opposite side to connect accessories like the keyboard. Now, Xiaomi is selling a pen and a keyboard with the Xiaomi Pad 5 separately, and I have used them. They're pretty cool accessories, but we're not allowed to show them to you just yet because embargo. I know, sucks. I mean, in the settings, you can see that there are settings for the pen and the keyboard. So yeah, comment below if you want us to make a separate video on these accessories. Now, these aside, the Xiaomi Pad design is kind of inspired by the modern iPads with the square of edges, aluminum frame, the narrow bezels on the front. The back has this glass-like polished finish, which is actually plastic. As for the in-hand feel, this looks and feels like a premium tablet, but this is an 11-inch tablet, so you have to use it with 2 hands. The size and weight are on par with other tablets. Compared to the 9th Gen iPad, this is thinner at 6.9mm, but it's slightly heavier at 511 grams. In terms of ports and buttons, there's the USB-C port at the bottom, a power button on the top, volume rocker on the right top. Now, there's no headphone jack or micro SD slot, and there's no fingerprint scanner, just face unlock, and there's no LTE variant for the Xiaomi Pad 5, so there's no SIM slot as well. The design, the accessories apart, the Xiaomi Pad 5 is all hyped up because it brings good specs for the price. For example, the display is a 10-bit IPS LCD 120Hz panel with high resolution, and to be clear, this display is not the best I've ever seen on a tablet, but in this price range, this is an absolute beauty. The colors are really excellent, there's good contrast, it's a sharp high-resolution display. The typical brightness is 500 nits, similar to the iPad 9th Gen, iPad Air, but it can go up to 650 nits in the high brightness mode, aka the sunlight mode. I mean, MIUI for Pad on this big higher refresh rate screen just looks so fluid and nice. One thing to note, the Xiaomi Pad 5 does not have haptic feedback. There's no vibration settings as well, which is kind of fine because even iPads don't have haptic feedback, although some Samsung tablets do have this, so yeah, something you should know. The screen also supports HDR10 as well as Dolby Vision, and it shows in apps like Netflix. I mean, this is the playback specification page in Netflix. Now, not just this, you can see the Dolby Vision tag in shows and movies, and this is fine, but what really matters is that watching shows and movies is a fantastic experience on the screen. Now, complementing this beautiful display are the quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. There are two speakers on each side, and the Xiaomi Pad 5 uses the gyroscope to make sure that when you are using the tablet in landscape, it detects the two speakers on the left as the left channel, and when using the tablet in portrait, it changes the top left and bottom left speakers as the left channel. It's a simple feature, but it's pretty cool if you ask me. As for the speakers, they are good. Xiaomi hasn't made any compromises here. I mean, yes, the bass is not very punchy, but other than that, these are loud and crisp speakers. Another area where the Xiaomi Pad 5 feels good is on the performance front. There's the Snapdragon 860, LPDDR4X RAM, UFS 3.1 storage, and special mention to the fact that Xiaomi Pad 5 has a base variant with 128GB storage, unlike a lot of iPads and Samsung tablets. Now, I know the Snapdragon 860 is kinda old, and I would have personally wanted Snapdragon 870 because even the Oppo Pad, which is like 28K in China, has the Snapdragon 870. Anyway, 860 is also powerful, as you can see from these benchmarks, and what's good is that this feels like a fast and smooth tablet. Everything is super snappy to use, and all the MIUI for pad gestures, multitasking features work without any stutter or lag, and I think you'll relate to this. A lot of Android tablets show lag when you switch from portrait to landscape. You know who these tablets are, and there's no such issue here. Gaming is top-notch too. Asphalt on this tablet looks great and plays great. You can see that there's no lag. It's a very good experience. And it's the same with BGMI. It supports the highest graphic settings, Ultra HD and Ultra. And even on this intensive setting, the game was very smooth and nice. I mean, I'm not used to playing on a tablet, but the experience is top of the line. The battery is an 8720 mAh battery, and there's a 22.5 watt charger in the box, although this tablet supports 33 watt charging. Now, I'm yet to test the battery performance, but the battery size is pretty standard for 10 and 11-inch tablets, so it should be good. The Xiaomi Pad 5 has an 8-megapixel camera on the front capable of 1080p 30fps video, and there's a 13-megapixel camera on the rear capable of 4K 30fps video. The rear camera is obviously superior, but I found the front camera to be fairly good too. There are also 4 mics on the tablet, so here's a video from the tablet showing you the camera and the mic quality. This is a 1080p 30fps video from the Xiaomi Pad 5's front camera, and this should also give you a good idea about the mic quality. And if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit like, because we really like that. Lastly, on the connectivity front, there's dual band Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.0, and one thing to note, the tablet does not have GPS. See, apps like Google Maps do work showing you your location using Wi-Fi, but when I ran a couple of GPS test apps, they came up blank. Once again, even on Wi-Fi only variants of the iPads, there's no GPS, only the cellular versions do, so maybe GPS is only available with devices with cellular connectivity. Coming to the pricing, the Xiaomi Pad 5 starts at Rs 26,999 with an introductory price of Rs 24,999 till May 7. Now this is really good pricing, and at this price, the nearest iPad is the 9th gen iPad. Now compared to the iPad 9th gen, the Xiaomi Pad has a more modern design with slimmer bezels and a slimmer frame. It also has the better, higher refresh rate screen, and the performance is good on the Xiaomi Pad 5, but the A13 Bionic in the iPad is even more powerful. Now both of these support styluses and keyboard accessories, and as for the software, MIUI for Pad is good, but iPadOS is just more mature in terms of apps and features. Also, the iPad 9th gen has LTE variants while this does not. Overall, I said at the start, the Xiaomi Pad 5 is probably Android's best bet against the iPads. Because it might not beat the iPads, but if you're in the Android ecosystem, this is probably the best iPad alternative you have. Anyway, I want to know this. Do you guys want us to put the Xiaomi Pad 5 versus the iPad 9th gen in a detailed comparison? Let us know in the comment section below. Comment right now. Also, give this video a like, make sure to share it, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
We just got Apple's 2,30,000 rupee Mac Studio, so let's unbox this.